Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's dive right into something wild that's been capturing the attention of millions across the globe. If you've been noticing a really specific, kind of mysterious numerical pattern popping up literally everywhere in your daily life lately, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today we're going to unpack the entire 369 phenomenon. We'll explore exactly where it comes from, why it's suddenly everywhere you look, and most importantly, how we can move from just witnessing this mystery to actively mastering it to shape our reality.
So let me ask you a question, and I want you to be totally honest here. Have you been seeing the numbers 3, 6, and 9 everywhere lately, like all the time? If you're nodding your head right now, let me just validate that for you real quick. You are definitely not alone. And no, you're not going crazy. People all over the world are reporting this exact same thing. Honestly, it can feel a little spooky at first, right? Kind of like the universe is just tapping you on the shoulder.
And you know what's so fascinating? It's how incredibly mundane the delivery mechanisms are for this stuff. You might glance at your phone or digital clock and it's exactly 3:06 or 9:36. Or maybe you're just stuck in awful traffic, right? And the random license plate right in front of you boldly flashes a 3, a 6, and a 9. Or you grab an iced coffee and the total on your receipt rings up to exactly $3.69. Sometimes it's even mysteriously hidden right in the middle of a new contact's phone number. These superordinary, everyday moments just keep serving up the exact same sequence. So why?
Well, that brings us to Section 1, Tesla's Key to the Universe, Unlocking the Divine Numbers.
You see, long before this was a trending hashtag online, it was an absolute obsession for one of history's most brilliant minds, Nikola Tesla. The genius behind the alternating current electrical system and the Tesla coil, of course, was deeply, deeply fascinated by universal patterns. He famously said, if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. Tesla genuinely believed that to find the secrets of the universe, we've got to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He studied circles, pointing out that 360 degrees always reduces to 9, and he was convinced these specific numbers held profound significance in nature and our very own human blueprint.
Okay, so let's break down exactly what that energetic blueprint looks like, starting with the first number in the sequence, the number 3. In spiritual and universal terms, the number 3 represents creation, self-expression, and a direct, highly energetic link to the divine universe. It's literally the number of the triad, past, present, and future. So when you see a 3, it's basically a signal of your own creative power and your connection to the energy vibrating all around you. It's kind of like the universe explicitly saying, hey, you are a creator.
Now, let's move to the next digit and see how this builds. The number 6 stands for balance, absolute harmony, love, and that deep, deep inner strength we all possess. If 3 is the initial spark of creation, then 6 is the stabilizing force. It's the anchor that allows that creation to actually thrive in the physical world. It requires us to bring absolute harmony between our mind, body, and spirit. So when 6 pops up, it's a huge call to center yourself and find balance in whatever it is you're currently pursuing.
And finally, we hit the number 9. The number 9 symbolizes ultimate completion, wisdom, profound spiritual awakening, and the active release of negativity. It basically represents the ending of an entire soul cycle, clearing the deck to make space for something entirely new. So here's the crucial point. When you combine them all, 3, 6, 9, you get a master sequence. You get creation, which is stabilized by harmony, leading directly to ultimate completion. But the real question is, why are you noticing it now?
To answer that, let's look at Section 2, the science behind the sign, spirit versus psychology. Now, if you're a logical thinker, you might be sitting there wondering, okay, but what is actually happening in my physical brain when I suddenly see 369 everywhere? Well, there are two primary perspectives here, and both are super interesting. On side A, we've got the spiritual interpretation. Your spirit guides, or the universe itself, are signaling that your manifestation power is highly activated right now. You're in divine alignment, and a cycle in your life is officially completing. But then, look over at side B. This is the psychological perspective, focusing on the reticular activating system, or RAS. This is a very real, physical, neurological filter right there in your brain. At any given second, your brain is just bombarded with millions of bits of information. It's overwhelming, so the RAS filters out the noise and only shows you what it deems important based on your conscious focus. Basically, if you start thinking about the numbers 369, or you set a firm intention to change your life, your RAS acts like a spotlight, actively highlighting those numbers in your environment. So whether you view it as a spiritual nudge or just your brain's filter hard at work, the end result is exactly the same. Your attention is being powerfully directed toward your own thoughts and goals. So, how do we actually take advantage of this? Let's move into Section 3, How to Manifest with 369, Bridging Thought and Physical Reality.
And right off the bat, we are hit with another number, 17. So why 17? Well, this is rooted in the widely popular teachings of Abraham Hicks, which state that it takes precisely 17 seconds for the human brain to create the energy of a focused thought. If you hold a single thought for 17 seconds, your brain literally begins to align with that energy, whether it's a positive thought or a negative one. And here's a fun fact for you. 17 seconds is roughly the exact amount of time it takes to write down 2 sentences. Also, notice something else? 7 minus 1 equals 6. This 17-second rule is essentially the hidden engine running inside the entire 369 method.
Okay, so here is how you actually execute the classic 369 journaling method. Step 1, in the morning, literally as soon as you wake up, take out a physical journal and write a clear, present tense affirmation exactly 3 times. This firmly sets your intention to the universe. Step 2, in the afternoon, maybe on your lunch break or something, write that exact same affirmation 6 times. This massively amplifies the energy and recenters your focus right in the middle of a busy day. Step 3, at night, right before your head hits the pillow, write it 9 times. This locks your manifestation in stone and programs your subconscious as you drift off to sleep. So it's morning, afternoon, night. 369.
But how long do you actually need to do this? Well, the magic number here is 33. While some people swear by 21 or 45 days, 33 days is by far the most commonly recommended duration to consistently wire this brand new habit into your brain and effectively align your reality. And again, look at the numbers. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 plus 3 equals 6. You are literally immersing yourself entirely in this numerical rhythm.
Now, the really cool thing is that the 369 method is incredibly adaptable to fit your exact lifestyle. If you're a highly visual person, you should definitely try the visualization variation. You just write your affirmations while deeply, intensely visualizing the end result for 30 to 60 seconds. If you love detail, go with scripting. Write a full paragraph 3 times in the morning, a shorter sentence 6 times in the afternoon, and then just the core phrase 9 times at night. Are you a busy traveler? Use the voice method. Simply speak your affirmations out loud 3, 6, and 9 times throughout your day while you're on the go. If you want to build an abundance mindset, try the gratitude combo. Just add 3 things you are genuinely grateful for after every single writing session. And lastly, we have the alarms method. Pick 3 goals, set 6 alarms on your phone throughout the day, and when they go off, quietly repeat your desires in your mind 9 times. This powerfully engages your brain's RAS filter without anyone around you even knowing what you're up to.
Okay, before you run off and start setting all those alarms, let's jump to our final section, Tips for Real Results, the Reality Check. Let's run through these tips rapid-fire style. First up, be highly specific. The universe doesn't really respond well to vague wishes, so say exactly what you want. Second, always use the present tense. Write I am instead of I want or I will. Think about it. If you say I want, you are quite literally manifesting the state of wanting, which we don't want. Third, and honestly this is absolutely crucial, you have to feel the actual emotion of achieving the goal. Emotion is the true fuel of this entire practice. Fourth, detach from worrying about the how. Just focus on the end result and let the opportunities naturally present themselves. And finally, avoid conflicting thoughts. Please don't spend 5 minutes writing about financial abundance and then the next 5 hours stressing out about a lack of money. Consistency in your mindset is where most people end up dropping the ball. And let's just come back down to earth for a second here. Manifestation is not some magic wand. You literally cannot write, I have a new job 18 times a day, sit on your couch eating chips and expect a CEO to just knock on your front door. The 369 method is a brilliant tool designed to intensely focus your mind, elevate your emotional state, and train your brain's RAS to spot opportunities you would have otherwise completely missed. But, and this is a big but, it absolutely must be paired with genuine effort, realistic hard work, and actual physical steps towards your goal.
So, my fellow focused learners, we've decoded the numbers, we've explored the fascinating science, and we've mapped out the exact techniques. Now it's totally over to you. I want to leave you with this final powerful thought. What specific, present tense desire are you going to write down for your very first 17 seconds tomorrow morning? The universe might be sending you 369 everywhere you look, but it is entirely up to you to actually answer the call. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy manifesting.